The night was enveloped in a thick blanket of darkness, and the wind whispered eerie secrets as I embarked on that fateful late-night drive. The moon, hidden behind a curtain of clouds, occasionally peeked through, casting an unsettling glow on the desolate road ahead. With each passing mile, the world seemed to retreat into the shadows, leaving me alone with my thoughts and the soft hum of the engine. As I turned onto a narrow, winding path, the headlights revealed gnarled trees reaching out like skeletal hands, their long shadows dancing on the asphalt. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched, but I dismissed it as mere jitters, chalking it up to the sinister ambiance of the night. With no other cars in sight, I allowed my mind to wander, recounting the events of the day. My thoughts were interrupted when I spotted a figure in the distance, standing by the side of the road. A hitchhiker. At this hour, my heart raced as I approached, and I realized the person was a woman, her face obscured by a curtain of tangled hair. I hesitated, torn between an impulse to help and a nagging sense of danger. But her eyes, when they met mine, held an inexplicable sadness, tugging at my heartstrings. Against my better judgment, I slowed down and rolled down the window. "Hey, do you need a ride?" I called out, my voice betraying a mix of concern and trepidation. The woman's lips curled into a faint smile, and without a word, she stepped towards the car and slid into the passenger seat. The scent of damp earth and decay clung to her, sending a shiver down my spine. I offered a friendly smile, attempting to break the silence that had settled like a heavy fog in the car. "Late night to be out alone," I remarked, my grip on the steering wheel tightening. She turned her head slowly, her eyes meeting mine once again. Those eyes held a haunting intensity, a depth that seemed to pierce through the surface of reality. "I've been waiting for a ride for a long time," she whispered, her voice like a gust of wind rustling through fallen leaves. As we continued down the winding road, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off about her. Her presence exuded an otherworldly aura, and I found myself stealing glances at her whenever I could. The tension in the car was palpable, the silence growing thicker with every passing moment. My heart raced as I considered the possibility that I might be sharing the car with someone or something far more sinister than I could fathom. Suddenly, the woman turned to me again, her hair falling away from her face to reveal eyes that glowed with an unnatural light. The skin on the back of my neck prickled as a chill crept down my spine. "You're in danger," she whispered, her voice carrying an otherworldly cadence. Before I could react, a figure darted across the road ahead, its form half shrouded by shadows. I slammed on the brakes, my heart pounding in my chest. As the headlights illuminated the figure, a gut-wrenching realization dawned upon me. It was the same woman, the hitchhiker, standing on the side of the road again, her eyes locked onto mine. I turned to the passenger seat, only to find it empty, as if she had never been there. Panic surged through my veins, and I floored the accelerator, desperate to escape the eerie grasp of that night. My mind raced, struggling to comprehend the inexplicable events that had just unfolded. As the road stretched endlessly before me, the moon emerged from behind the clouds, casting an ethereal glow over the landscape. And there, standing in the moonlight up ahead, was the same woman, her eyes aglow, waiting for her next unsuspecting victim.